Hey guys, Logan here, and today I'm going to be giving you guys my review for a movie I went to see a few hours ago, Upgrade, a futuristic sci-fi revenge action thriller film produced by Blumhouse Productions. And it stars Logan Marshall Green as Gray Trice, who lost his wife to a gang of, really bad dudes who killed his wife, and then made him paralyzed. He can't move his arms, he can't move his legs, he can't move his body at all. And then one day, he gets a help from a friend that puts this artificial intelligence implant known as STEM planted into the back of his neck, which allows him to move again, and it helps him to be on a revenge path to kill those who killed his wife. And like I said, this is a revenge action thriller film that takes place in the future, and it's all sci-fi. So the fact that this is a simple revenge story movie mixed with sci-fi taking place in the future, that is a pretty interesting movie to watch in and of itself. And the trailer, the Red Band trailer especially, what hooked me up to see this movie. And then leaving out of the theater to see this film, I gotta say, this film, is it a very good film? Yes. Is it a very great film? No. And I will be getting into the issues that I have with this film. But let's get into the positives first. First off, Logan Marshall Green, I think I got his middle name right. Or maybe it was his middle name or something else. Anyway, he plays Grace Trace, who has lost his wife to, like I said, some group of bad guys that took out his wife from him. And he plays the standout character of this entire film for me. His performance really stood out above everybody else in this entire film. And that leads me to an issue that I will be getting to in just a few minutes. But he really, he was very good. And I really like Logan Marshall Green. And the scenes he had with STEM, this artificial intelligence chip that was implanted to his neck, just the camaraderie between the two, I thought it was fantastic and very funny, just hilarious. I found myself laughing at the scenes between the two, going back and forth. It was very entertaining. It brought in the humor, which for the most part worked. I mean, every action sequence that was put in this film was action-packed. It was very fast-paced, and it was very entertaining. All of them put a smile on my face, and I was honestly surprised by how much this film did that to me in terms of the action. I loved the action in this film. It was fantastic. So yeah, the action, fantastic. Simple revenge story was executed very well. It wasn't poorly executed like, say, Death Wish that came out a few months ago, which was pretty awful. This film is the exact opposite of Death Wish. This film is a lot more fun, a lot more action-packed, a lot more fast-paced, and this is overall a fun film to watch. And whenever you have a film like Upgrade that is that much fun to watch and really expects you to have fun watching at how so much fun this film was, it's kind of difficult to get into the issues that you would have with films like Upgrade, because there are some, even though this film wants you to not worry too much about the issues that you have with this film, and just really expects you to have fun with how entertaining this film was. So that is my way to describe how this film felt like. It makes you want to have fun with how so much fun this film was, without worrying too much about the issues that you have with Upgrade. And don't get me wrong, I do have fun watching this film in theaters. I found myself thoroughly entertained within every action scene there is in Upgrade. But there are issues I have with this film. So let's get into the issues I have with this film. I got on too long about how fun this film was. I apologize. Anyway, The issues I have with Upgrade are every single character, save for Gray Trace, were not very memorable. They were pretty bland, pretty boring, pretty forgettable, and just overall not that interesting. Even the woman who played Gray Trace's wife wasn't very that interesting to me. I never cared for the storyline with Gray Trace and his wife. Now, granted, there wasn't enough screen time for her character to be, at least in the first act of the movie, that would make us care for her character. But just the way that storyline, especially in the first act with her being with Gray Trace, it just kind of bores me a bit. Besides that, I still had a lot of fun watching Upgrade. It was a lot of fun to watch, and I said this before in this review, just earlier in this review, it's difficult for me to actually have fun with this movie, despite worrying too much about the issues I have with with films like this. This film expects me to have fun watching it without worrying too much about the issues that I have with it. This is like one of those types of films that does that to you, and it's just very hard. And I always have to be real no matter how hard this film tries to beg me to have fun watching it. So with all of that being said, this film was a lot of fun to watch, and I do recommend seeing it in theaters. If you have nothing else to do and you want to see a film that is very action-packed, very funny, very entertaining, and just like so exhilarating and in like every way, this is like the type of film you will want to see in theaters. But anyway, that is about all I will say about Upgrade. What Medal of Honor I will give Upgrade for? Well, let's say that I will give Upgrade a Gold Medal of Honor. Not necessarily a great film by any means, but it's certainly one of the most fun films I have seen, not just this year, but in a long time. And I enjoyed it for the most part. Anyway, guys, that is my review for Upgrade. If you guys enjoyed my review, please click the like button and comment down below if you have already saw this movie and let me know what you think of it. If you enjoyed what you've seen here and you want to see future videos from me, please press up there to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great week, Battle Squad, and as always, fight the good fight.